XDefiant is Ubisoft's latest entry, blending fast-paced gameplay with unique faction abilities. If you're looking to have a perfect start in the game as a beginner, or maybe you want to start the game with a little bit of knowledge firsthand, this video is all that you will ever need to get the best out of the game. XDefiant features several factions, each inspired by Ubisoft's diverse portfolio of games. These factions include the Phantoms, Cleaners, Libertad, and Echelon, among others. Each faction brings a unique set of abilities and playstyles, making it essential to understand how they operate individually and in combination with other factions. Mastering the unique abilities of each faction is really useful in battles. Offensive abilities, like the Cleaner's Incinerator Drone, clear out entrenched enemies or deny areas, especially effective in narrow corridors and objectives. Defensive abilities, such as the Phantom's Mag Barrier, absorbs incoming fire and provide cover for your team, which is useful during objective captures and when holding choke points. Experimenting with different faction combinations will help you reveal powerful synergies. For instance, pairing the Phantom's Mag Barrier, which provides a temporary shield, with the Cleaner's Purifier Flamethrower will allow your team to control objectives safely. The Mag Barrier can absorb incoming fire, protecting you while the Flamethrower clears enemies from key positions. Another effective combination is using the Libertad's healing abilities with aggressive factions like the Cleaners. The healing canisters can keep offensive players in the fight longer, allowing them to push and hold critical areas. To fully understand each faction's potential, it is advisable to regularly switch factions and try new combinations. In the game, each faction has a distinct appearance, making it possible to identify opponents from a distance. Recognizing an enemy's faction quickly will help you anticipate their abilities and combat style. For example, if you see a character with heavy armor, it's likely a Phantom, which specializes in their durability and mag barrier. As mentioned previously, different factions have unique combat traits that require specific strategies to counter. Phantoms, for instance, have extra health, making them tougher to kill. Libertad agents benefit from health regeneration, allowing them to recover quickly from damage. Cleaners utilize incendiary ammo, causing persistent damage over time. When facing a faction like Libertad, avoid relying solely on one type of attacks due to their healing abilities. Instead, use sustained firepower or other damage types to counter their regeneration. Similarly, when up against Phantoms, aim for headshots to quickly deplete their extra health. So, you should adapt to your tactics based on the traits once you identify the type of enemy faction. Abilities are a cornerstone of XDefiant's gameplay, offering powerful offensive, defensive, and support options. Each ability has a cooldown period, visible at the bottom of your screen. Monitoring these timers and using abilities as soon as they become available, which will provide you a critical advantage in battles. For offensive factions like the Cleaners, abilities such as the Incinerator Drone or Firebomb is deadly, covering large areas with flames and causing chaos among enemy. Conversely, supportive abilities like the Libertad's El Remedio healing canisters or the Phantom's Mag Barrier can turn the tide in defensive situations, providing crucial back support to your team. Practice using abilities in various scenarios to understand their impact fully. Efficient use of abilities can often make the difference between winning and losing a firefight. For example, timing a mag barrier deployment just before a major enemy push will absorb critical damage, allowing your team to counterattack effectively. Understanding game modes is essential for strategic gameplay. Each mode, whether domination, escort, or zone control, has different objectives and strategies. In domination, focus on capturing and holding points, coordinating with your team to control key areas, and defend against enemy pushes. In escort, protect the payload as it moves through the map, using defensive abilities to shield it and offensive abilities to clear the path. In zone control, prioritize securing zones and defending them, using area denial tools and abilities to keep enemies out of critical areas. Always keep the objective in mind. Though kills are important, winning the game often requires completing objectives. Having precise aim is crucial in any first-person shooter, and in this one, it is no different. The game provides a range of settings to customize your aiming experience, including sensitivity, aim response curve, and dead zone settings. Fine-tuning these settings will not only improve your accuracy, but it will also boost your overall performance. Spend time in the training range to fine-tune these settings. Adjusting sensitivity can help you find the right balance between quick movements and steady aiming. The aim response curve alters how your aim speed scales with stick movement, and dead zone settings can eliminate unintentional drift, providing a smoother aiming experience. Regularly revisit and adjust your settings as you become more comfortable with the game. As your skills improve, you may find that different settings work better for you, enhancing your overall accuracy and control. Strafing involves moving your character side to side while aiming. This technique not only makes you a harder target to hit, but also helps you maintain accuracy by allowing you to adjust your aim using your movement. It is a fundamental skill in FPS games that can significantly enhance your survivability and combat effectiveness. Incorporating strafing into your gameplay can significantly improve your survivability. It adds an extra layer of movement, making it difficult for opponents to predict your position. Don't forget to combine strafing with controlled bursts of fire to maintain accuracy while making yourself a more elusive target. Weapon proficiency is key to becoming a top player in the game. Each weapon type has unique characteristics that can be leveraged in different combat scenarios. For weapons with high recoil, use burst fire instead of full auto, which will help you maintain accuracy. Selecting the right attachments is equally important. Equip those that help with recoil control, such as foregrips and compensators, and experiment with different setups to find the best combination for each weapon. Managing reloads is also crucial. Avoid reloading in open spaces and use cover to minimize vulnerability. So keep an eye on your ammo count, which will prevent you running out of ammo during critical moments. XDefiant offers a comprehensive weapon customization system, allowing you to tailor your firearms with various attachments that affect performance aspects like recoil, fire rate, and mobility. Each attachment provides different benefits and drawbacks, making customization a crucial aspect of gameplay. Experiment with different attachments to create a loadout that complements your playstyle. For long-range engagements, you should prioritize stability and accuracy, even if it reduces sprint-to-fire speed. Conversely, for close-quarters combat, focus on mobility and rapid fire. Each attachment comes with its own set of trade-offs. Additionally, consider the map and game mode when selecting attachments to ensure your loadout is suited for the specific challenges you'll face. Slide canceling is a technique where you initiate a slide by pressing the crouch button and then jump mid-animation. This move can be used to quickly change your position and surprise opponents with sudden, unpredictable movements. It is particularly useful for dodging incoming fire and repositioning yourself during combat. Slide canceling is especially effective in close-quarters combat. Using it with weapons like shotguns or Synergies will allow you to quickly close the distance and land shots before your opponent can react. It can also be used to escape dangerous situations or to move rapidly across the map without being an easy target. Try to use slide canceling in various scenarios to understand its full potential and develop strategies around it. The Minimap in XDefiant is a crucial tool for situational awareness. It will show you the locations of enemies when they fire their weapons or are hit by an ally, provide valuable information about enemy movements and positions. So use the minimap to plan your routes based on your weapon loadout. If you're a shotgun user, then stick to tight corridors, where you can ambush enemies at close range. Similarly, if you're a long-range specialist, you should seek out sightlines that offer clear views of distant threats, which will allow you to pick off enemies before they can get close. While the minimap is useful, avoid diving headfirst into every enemy you spot. Use the information to predict enemy movements and set up ambushes or avoid unfavorable engagements. I hope these tips help you when just starting out. If you've got any tips you'd like pass along, share it with us in the comments. For everything else gaming, keep it here. I'll see you all in the next video.